What's up, y'all? This is Jeffery at Jeffery TV coming to you live on Memorex from the ultimate remote location. Happy Tuesday, boys and girls. Today is P-Funk Day. Today is P-Funk Day. I might be getting old. But some of y'all might say, yeah, well, hell, you done seen them 200 plus times. I might be getting old. But that P-Funk Day excitement I used to get when I was a young lad growing up, well, hell, maybe even a few years ago, I'm just like, bleh. But I know that's a temporary condition. I'm just like, blah, you done did this before. Simmer down, simmer down. You gonna go get the car. Now, of course, you're in your hometown, getting your steps done in the ultimate remote location, taking it all in with humidity, beautiful weather, walking to pick up a car to go see P-Funk in Pittsburgh, wearing your P-Funk 1 Steeler jersey. Yeah, it's gonna be something. I mean, you know, right now I'm just like, yeah, you know, I'm like, yeah. As in the past, I'd be like, but I'm sure to get turned on tonight. Even, you know, the last couple events I've been to, I was like, yeah, I'll go. Yeah. Sure would be nice just to stay here in the house, eat too much and just listen to my own thoughts. But then once I get there, the music started playing, the energy gets turned up, and I see people, the interaction of people, the energy with people. You think I had never done this before. Classic example was Charlie Lake's party. I had just spent like a week with my mother. In fact, I think I just got back from someplace and, you know, just blah, running around. Hardly no time for myself. That's cool. Got that piece of ambrosia out of my tooth that was there from last night. You know, I didn't have enough Jeffery time. Oh, another thing too. I hope I don't lose the track. But about Jeffery time, I was taking care of granddaughter, right? I think it was my first time with her, you know, one-on-one for a while. You know, I think we went to the zoo. It was after we came from the zoo, and we got back from the zoo relatively early. Hold on, I'm gonna spin this around. I like to have this wrapped around. We got back from the zoo relatively early. I had like about maybe 4 or 5 hours before the cavalry came, me and her mother, to take care of her. And I was unprepared. And I was like in the chat with my ex, her grandmother, and my daughter. And Jerry said, yeah, you just give her some attention. All she wants is attention. She wants to be engaged. And it hit me. That may be the crutch of Jeffery time. I don't want to say inability, but maybe me giving attention to something else drains me. I think when other people, I mean, to put it crudely, I think the whole thing was me paying attention to something else. It's either I'm not used to that, or it weighs heavy on me, or it drains me, you know, whatever, something like that. But I think that was the whole thing. I was like, this might, not just with granddaughter, attention, not just with her, but this might go back 20, 30 years, including relationships and everything. Because it just come a time where I got to go home and shut it down. And it might be, I don't know, I don't want to say pressure. I don't want to say obligation. I don't know what the word is. But to give my attention to something else other than myself. And that would go back and kind of support how I just like to sit and listen to my own thoughts. So, after that first day experience, in fact, what I did was, I'm sitting there, I'm texting people. I was like, hey, Jesse, you got kids over your house? I was like, I was like reaching out to people, tongue in cheek. Somebody else want to be on Jeffery TV. Tongue in cheek, reaching out to people saying, hey, she wearing me out. Because we just came from the zoo. And of course, she slept in the car both ways. So she get home, she ready to, and I wasn't prepared. So I Googled playground, found a playground, took her to a playground, and we was walking up. This other little toddler started walking up to her, and they kind of, stopped face to face. And I threw my hands up in the air, yay! And then they just took off. But it was funny, they went in separate directions. He went one way, she went the other. It was like they knew how to play independently. She had an agenda, she knew what, the slide was. She knew, how to work a playground. So she had her own agenda. And then she started swing, 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 swing. I was like, okay. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. Ready, set, go. I was like, okay. But it was something for her to do. And so the second day I was with her, I think they got me. They was like, oh, Jeffrey, can you just keep her till I come get her at 2? Oh, Jeffrey, can you keep her till I come get her at 4? Oh, I was like, and it wasn't so bad. It wasn't so bad. I wasn't doing nothing in there. It was a Saturday. I was looking forward to my Saturday off, quote unquote off. Daughter was going to work. Granddaughter was going to go to her grandmother's, and I was going to have like maybe 5, 6, 7 hours of nothing. But I wasn't sweating it, But this time I was prepared. I was putting toys in the yard. I took her big furniture, her climbing thing, and her desk and table, her blow-up tent out in the front yard. She played on each one of them for about 20 seconds. She went to each one for about 20 seconds. They came right back up on the porch. Then I went and got the boombox, put on Coco Melon. She danced with that for a little bit. But, so I was better prepared since I knew that I had to be engaged or attention. So my mindset was there already. So I was able to, take care of that and handle that. Now, see, I got off track while I was saying that about attention. Oh, cause staying home, by myself. Oh, yeah, I was with the Charlie Lakes thing. I was like, yeah, because I was with my mother for so many days, and I think before that I was someplace or something, and it wasn't like prolonged time to be by myself. I don't know. I might even go back to the last time I was here. The 2 weeks I was here, whatever, and then this and that and that and this. But it may be also that I don't want to say I do better or I am better or whatever the word is with social interaction. I may function a little bit more optimally with social interaction. It definitely keeps you from eating as much, kind of, sort of. And being here with my daughter too, it's good to have The other day I had visitors. I'm not used to having visitors, but it was nice because I'm at my daughter's house, so she got like a nice porch and a place where I can like actually entertain. Brenda and Jessica came over. They wanted me to fix their computer. Set their computer up. It was a Chromebook. Never touched a Chromebook before, but I just got Windows set up on it. Got her to log in, showed her how to log into all her accounts. Helped Jesse with his Facebook. We try to figure that out. Get it on his new phone. And then Terry and them pull up to pick up granddaughter. So it was like a whole bunch of people over there. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not used to this. But it was nice. It was nice visiting. I'm back home. And I was supposed to help Joe get YouTube TV on his device. But I ain't got time. Y'all know me. Ain't no time. You see what I'm doing now? I'm out here walking. Barely got time to walk. Barely got time to walk, let alone time for myself. Because Kimberly get off at 11. Kimberly was home at 11:10. I got off at 11. And I'm working from her house. I'm working from home from her house. So I had 10 minutes. Now, it ain't that bad, but you kind of get the point. But, so I'm like, oh, Charlie Lake's thing. I said, okay, I'm going to go to Charlie Lake's thing. I'm going to do my thing. I'm going to record. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. But what I'm going to do is I'm not going to take my whole setup. I'm just going to take a few of my cameras and then my handheld recorder, blah, 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 blah. Of course I ended up, and I left, I was there at my mother's for a few days. And on that Saturday, I drove home, an hour and a half to home, packed up, and then went right to Charlie Lake's thing. So I was like, whatever, I'm just gonna chill. I don't want to work, quote unquote work. But I got there and I got turned up, and you know how that goes. I got there, I got turned up, ended up doing all kinds of stuff, having mics everywhere, cameras everywhere, get recordings, blah, blah, blah. So, and then seeing the people, the energy came up and I got to that level. And I'm telling you, every time, or just about every time, I like, even right now, I'm like, well, I don't know for sure if I'm gonna get to that level. If I'm gonna be King Kong on my side of the stage, I don't know. I really don't know. Like when people say, Dana always say, yeah, you're gonna have a good time. I mean, sure, I probably always do. But the feeling before I do, I don't take for granted. I'm like, no, I mean, things gotta happen. You never know. I may not be in the mood or this or that. And I, like right now, I truly feel it's 50-50 if I have a good time tonight. It's like 50-50. I got everything all set up, got the car rented. I'm pick it up nice and early. I could probably leave and drive early, take my time. Just be super early, just take my time and cruise. And I set this one up to go by myself. In fact, I think I set the rest of them up to go by myself. I don't think I'm going with people again. I don't think I'm going with people again. Last experience, Jesse was late. I was like, dog, you done ruined it for everybody. I ain't going with nobody else no more ever again in my life. I was like, I took deep breaths and I got through it. But I was like, yeah, this is it. I can't do this to myself anymore. You gotta, when you do things with other people, you gotta compromise and have leeway, and understanding. And I don't probably have that. So I like to be early. I wanted to be in my seat 2 hours. As soon as the gate opens, as soon as them doggone gates to the stadium open, I like walking in there. And not just because I paid premium price for them seats. I want to get every drop out of it. It's like being there early. You get every drop, take my time. Don't gotta rush. Don't gotta worry about this. Get there before the rush, before the crowd, whatever. That's what I'm gonna do today. And the Roxy Theaters for Keyport I Googled, said it was like 7-minute ride from Heinz Stadium. So I might ride around downtown Pittsburgh a little bit, get something to eat. You know, just I'm having a lot of time because if I get the car, I'm supposed to pick up the car for 1. You know, I'll get back to my daughter's house to get dressed. I could probably be out on the road by 2. Doors don't open until 7. And take an hour and a half to get there max. So I'm gonna have some time. I might need to go to Spark, go pick up some groceries while I got a car. You know, maybe drive through the neighborhood. Maybe go to Mill Creek Park. You know, just something, you know, then drive on up. Just have a Jeffrey day. Just have a Jeffrey day. And like I said, I really don't, you know, we'll see. I'm sure when I get there, and I see Mr. Payne and Mr. Carey and Mr. Thomas and Mr. Clinton, Mrs. Clinton, I was going to say Carla and everyone, Mrs. Clinton, and see all them, and, you know, Mr. Bedrosian and Mr. Boyer, Mr. Hampton, of course, and his antics. Okay, I don't want to, now look, okay, I don't want to encourage antics, but I do love me some Hampton antics. I do. I can't help it. I do. And like on my birthday, I posted a video on my birthday during Cosmic Slop. Greg Boyer played the lead guitar while Kevin Oliver. Greg Boyer played the lead guitar and trombone while Kevin Oliver played under him or over him, whatever. They both played it. And while they was doing it, Mike Hampton come walking in with his guitar and backpack. It was absolutely beautiful. It was the best birthday present. And I saw him come in, and like I said before, the more antics we get from Mr. Hampton, the better the solo gonna be. And sure enough, you know, they did the beginning part like that. Here come Hampton in, getting set up. And right when that main lead came in, he was right there with that beautiful laugh. Just, oh my God. I was like, happy birthday to me. Because I don't know if you want to call it dysfunction or antics or whatever, but that's the P-Funk I grew up on. That's the P-Funk I grew up on. Stuff just happening. You know, disruptions or whatever you want to call them. You know, I don't even want to call it inconsistency because they're probably planned. You know, probably like built in. Because I was thinking this band been doing this stuff. Because I look at old videos of the band playing live. I'm talking like 20, 30 years ago. And the same stuff. There's essences of the same stuff. It's like nothing's new. I mean, not nothing new, like in the music, of course. I'm talking about the same structure or practices. You know, they're like doing the same core fundamental things that they've always done. It's just part of the band culture. I don't know how to put it, but it was good to see everybody. Philosophical Trailer, I gotta give him the trailer too, because I'll be hearing him and his vocals and stuff he be doing and saying stuff, you know. And okay, I gotta give it up to 3GP, 13, Brandy, Tanisha, the Mama Told Me Cat, Poppy. I like how Poppy does the gaga goo gaga diapers over that. I mean, I hope I didn't forget anybody. Benny Cowan, Benzel on drums. I ain't gonna say nothing. But I did notice a little drum machine. It gets turned down, at least during P-Funk. I don't hear that extra. I don't hear that extra hit. And I'm happy for that. I already mentioned Mr. Curry on bass, who, if you ask me, may be responsible for the sound that P-Funk has evolved to, because when you out there, all you hear is bass. Let's just say so. No, it's not all you. I think that's not true. That's not true anymore. That's not true anymore. It used to be, used to be like my posse on Broadway. Boom, boom, boom. And we're, remember years ago. Yeah, I'm talking about maybe 10 years ago, 12 years ago, whatever. The music would sound like jang, 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 jang. Like I remember I made a video. I was like, when was the last time you was at a B-Bunk show and you got a groove? Everything was like jang, 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 jang. And then Mr. Clinton screaming, oh God, that's the P-Bunk I'm used to. That's the P-Bunk I'm used to. And no, not anymore. Not anymore. Not with this last, whatever's going on now. With this last, whatever's going on now, something's going on. Something's going on. They playing too good. It's too good. It's too good. Something changed or something happened or something's gonna happen because they playing too good. It's just too good. And it's too good to quit, number one. Or I don't think you can go out like that. I don't think you can go. It's tough to go out on top. How are you gonna cut the car off when it's running its best? You're gonna shut the car down and the car is running its better than it ever ran ever. I mean, because the band is just hitting. They just hitting. The energy is there. In fact, it was at one point too clean. It was too polished. There wasn't no disruptions. There wasn't no collisions. There wasn't no nothing. Then when I finally did get a little bit of mayhem musically, when the music kind of went off the rails, I enjoyed it in LA. I was like, yeah. Me and Holy looked up at Mr. Clinton. Mr. Clinton didn't know what to do with it. He was like, what? It was just good. It was just good. It's just good. And I'm looking at what the videos, live videos from them being out and on the road. Everybody said they're killing it. You know, it's hard to tell if you ask me, it's hard to tell from cell phone. But sometimes you can get the essence of it. But for me, it's hard to tell. But it looks like they're killing. The energy is there. How they gonna shut this down? The car running better than it ever had. How you gonna retire the car when it's running as best it ever had? So, you know, you just gotta give it up to everybody. Get everybody. Let me go across the stage. I said Mr. Payne, Mr. Curry, Mr. Thomas. Say them first. You know, the core. Skeet. Well. Well, I got to tell me and Oli. When I talk about me and Oli, have this conversation about Mr. Rodney Skeet Curtis, you can do too much. You know, sometimes you can do too much. Let's just leave it at that. On Funkadelic, you know, like a Motor Booty Bear, all that bass gymnastics. And like I said before, when Mr. Dennis Chambers was on drums, doing too much. You're doing too much. You're doing too much. And maybe, like I said, may go back to what I said earlier about Mr. Curry defining what my essence of P-Funk is, his bass style versus Rodney Skeet Curtis's bass style. You know, I'm just saying there's differences. People are different, so they're gonna play different. That's all I'm saying. I enjoy it all. Did I miss anybody? I said Mr. Thomas doing everything. Mr. Cowan. Mr. Bedrosian on keys. Probably somebody else who I'm probably hearing more than I'm realizing from. He's probably, Mr. Bedrosian is probably another instrumental role that she's done a lot more than what I'm actually hearing. Who else? Did I forget anybody? Did I forget anybody? I'm trying not to forget anybody, because if I do, let me know. Did I even say that about Mr. Clinton? I always do that, don't I? I even say that about Mr. Clinton. I always talk about the band. I don't care, call it ego. Call it alpha dog, alpha dog. But you might say, well, he alpha dog, you ain't. That's in your mind, everything's subjective. I place myself up there with anybody and everybody. And I carry myself that way too. And my ego probably responds that way. But anyway, Mr. Clinton, I got to give it up to him again. I got to thank him for all these years of hearing the music. Well, hell, I've been listening to this music for 30, 40 years now. 50 years since I first heard it. And to see him still up there with that energy and making this happen for whatever reason, however it happened, regardless who the audience is now, regardless of this, regardless of that, I'm able to see the band that I love so much. I'm able to see the band that I love and worship so much 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 times a year. Still, 50 years later. And that has to count for something. That has to count for something. Go! Look up! Don't run me over! Don't run me over! You didn't even look up yet. You didn't even see me, did you? Okay, just making sure. Just making sure don't nobody run me over. Look at the pedestrians. Look at the pedestrians, people. Look at the pedestrians. What else I gotta say? I want to turn around and get this shot. So yeah, I gotta thank Mr. Clinton and everybody, and just, I mean, it's just, you know. Oh, I forgot about the future. I forgot about the future. See, the people, what happens is, in my mind, the band members become so solid and so just there that you forget about them. You take them for granted. I'm a believer in taking things for granted. You have to take things for granted to move on. You can't cherish everything, you know, like it's new all the time. Every now and then you gotta go, okay, let's keep going. Let's go to the next level. How can I forget Garrett Scheider? Oh my goodness, the singing, the guitar playing. He may be one of the most important parts. How can I forget that? See, I just take it for granted. You know, singing in One Nation, singing Cosmic Slot, the guitar playing, you know, the wings, the look, the whole essence of the thing. I call them the future because I don't know if I should say it out loud. Well, I guess since I call them the future, it's obvious who I think the heir apparent could well be. Him at 13 would be a good starting foundation. 13 doing what Mr. Payne does. Mr. Scheider doing what Mr. Scheider does. Scheider Sr. does. You would just need somebody to step into Mr. Clinton's role. I guess. No, I don't want to touch that. I don't want to touch that right now. As you can see, I draw on the blank. I got love. I draw on the blank. I got love. Amnesia, baby. I got phone. But Who else is there? I went across the stage. Did I get everybody? Oh, Travel, God's Weapon. Another solid, you know, regardless of how I feel about Dirty Queen. The energy he brings and to the stage and the aesthetics, you know, and his, you know, taking his pants off has become a staple. Like I said, I was kind of disturbing the fact that I'm shooting video and he's standing right there in front of me half naked and I'm not even noticing no more. I'm like, that's where I'm at. But his energy, you know, he's swinging his hair, he just comes with that, you know, that's just, it all works. And I got to mention Brandy's energy. And I just, that stuff on stage they do, you know, the kids, quote unquote kids, you know, because all the people doing the music that I gravitate to, they just standing there. Other Mr. Greg Boyer might do something every now and then, but they just playing the music, you know. There ain't no theatrics. And that little extra, that energy on stage is important, aesthetics. Tanisha, when they get it, when they start dancing, they get it. She be getting it, but most times all she gotta do is stand there and be cute. All you got is just face it. Let's just say it. Let's just say it. All you gotta do is stand there and be cute and let everybody. And she do it well. It's like an air, a natural air. Like I'm cute. I ain't got to do that. Because the do Miss Batavian, Patavarian, her energy, she was on a different level of energy. And I think, well, I might be talking too much, but you feel like Brandy kind of stepped up to fill that role and to be, you know, bring that. So them three used to get it, boy, with Batavian in the middle, and they would start getting it. Whew. Of course, when it came to singing, you couldn't hear none of them back then, but that's changed too. Even it's changed. We can actually hear female vocals now. I mean, the band is just doing everything right, quote unquote right. Right is subjective. Right according to Jeffery Scott Mitchell. Right according to Jeffery Pierpont Mitchell, who's seen this band over 200 times. That's my resume. That's what I'm basing what I say on. Not that I'm this, not that I'm that. I've seen them so many times. This is what I'm basing my judgment on. Hope I didn't forget nobody else. I don't think I said everybody, didn't I? I said Mr. Boyer's antics on the other side of the stage over there. You know, I heard him do some ad-libs. I think he sang like the low part, that low part lyric on one of the songs. I looked over, I was like, ah, because you know you forget it's in there, and then you remember the record. And he did it, and I remembered the record. I looked over, and I went, ah. Like the Ray Davis part on one of the songs, the choruses or whatever. It's just good. And then Mr. Thomas always showing out, always doing too much. I was like, you ain't got to play that hard, dog. You ain't got to come that hard every night. I told him, I said, one day you're going to pass out. I'm like, one day you're going to pass out. But it's good. It's just good. Not for anybody else. Now I'm just dwelling on it. See, I'm starting to get excited. See, I talked myself into being excited. Now I'm getting excited. Now I'm getting excited. Go see that damn band. I'll see them twice this week. Possibly 2 more times at the end of this year. I think I've seen them 3 times already this year. There wasn't no New Orleans show. You know, but I always seem to get my ass down to New Orleans. I don't know why. Well, the food and the humidity. And I just like that dirty place. Not dirty, but I just like that place. I like to call it dirty, but it's not really dirty. It's something about it that's greasy. I don't know what the word is. You know what I mean? It's that. Southern? I don't know. Maybe it's just Southern. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know. It's not that it's not clean. Maybe unsanitized, not unfiltered, unpolished, or whatever. But anyway, that's enough about New Orleans. P-Funk in New Orleans. Not this year, I guess. But you never know. You never know. Because they even got days, I'm like, what is they doing? First they come all the way over here. Then they go all the way back to the East Coast. Then they come all the way back over here. And then they go again in November and October and December. What the hell? It's too much. Even I be going like, what the hell? I was like, either y'all getting ready to quit, either y'all going out with a bang, everybody playing their asses off to get Mr. Clinton from quitting, or something is going on. I'm gonna start a conspiracy, P-Funk conspiracy. Something is going on. But anyway, I just want to throw that out there. Getting excited. I done talked myself into getting excited. Hopefully it's recording. I done talk, 36 minutes. Hopefully it's coming out. Anyhow, nobody forget nobody. Oh, and that's Mrs. Clinton. Oh, I gotta say it again. Broadcasting those shows is important. And I say it's important because it actually had an impact on me. You know, I'm sitting there, I actually tune in and listen to it sometimes. And like I said, that one time I was able to tune in and watch it with my granddaughter. That was major, you know, kind of got her attention. And I watched it, you know, a few of them with her, and she'll stand there and watch it. I'm trying to teach her weave on the funk. I'm trying to teach her. Because she know that itsy bitsy spider and the cocoa melon stuff. And she be singing it on cue and on time too. And not be like dragging. You know, behind the song lyrics, she be on it. We don't tolerate no rhythm in this family. At least I don't. You better dance on beat or don't dance at all. Just stand there. Don't be moving off beat. And I saw her in the basement. She was kind of doing that little something. I was like, okay. You know, let's keep it dance and not sex. Not no daggone sex dance, a rhythm dance, you know. Keep it creative and artistic and not all booty dancing. But anyway, swing on y'all 2 times. If I forgot anybody, let me know and I'll make a whole separate video. I always say that. That's my out. If I forgot anybody, let me know and I'll make a whole separate video. But I don't think I did. I'm gonna cross the stage. I got the horns, slides. Kevin Oliver. Did I say anything about Kevin Oliver? Baltimore? Kevin Oliver's cool. Okay, I got something against all the Baltimore on the left side of the stage. I got something against all that Baltimore on the left side of the stage. I'm just anti like that. Don't take it personally. I'm just anti like that. Anytime I see a whole bunch of anything, I'm gonna go, what the hell? You know? So that's just who I am. Anytime I see a whole bunch of anything, I'm gonna go, what the hell? You know, so it could be even be a whole bunch of stuff that I like. And I'm going, hey, y'all, that's too much. Right? But Kevin Oliver's good. But I will say the Baltimore people do take a lot of liberties with the music. You know, it seems they want to take a lot of liberties with the music. And I'm a traditionalist, which is probably not true, considering where the music has gone from where it was to where it is now. It's probably nowhere near as traditional as it could or should be from the root of it to where it is now. Like Knee Deep, my favorite song, that song is completely not even knee deep anymore. And like, well, I tell you one thing though, when I said, Mr. Clinton said on Knee Deep, he was saying, you know, shit, goddamn, get off your jam. And he was like, nope, that don't go there. Nope. He did it again the other night. But yeah, don't do that. But then also, I didn't like it when I ain't fucking with you. When he started saying that, I ain't fucking with you. I didn't like that part in Knee Deep either. It was blasphemous to me. Of course, the whole doggone song is blasphemous. If you think about all the parts that I've gotten used to. You know, the sentimental journey was blasphemous. The fat cat is blasphemous. But it's one of my favorite parts of it eventually became one of my favorite parts of the song. And I ain't fucking with you. You know, I tolerate it now. In fact, a couple of times, I even said it when it seemed like Mr. Clinton never got it. I was like, ugh. But, yeah, the Baltimore side be taking liberties with the music. I'm just playing. Now, Mr. Harvey, I like his sound and his style. And when he plays P-Funk, when they take all the solos during P-Funk, all the Baltimore team gets a solo. And of course, some great boy come in on that trombone. Oh God. Sounded like the record. Yeah. No, it's good. It's really good. It's good. And to me, it's about the sound and the technique. And now I'm just talking because I'm almost at the rent-a-car place. And I'm not tired, but you can see me switching hands. Anyway, swing on y'all 2 times. For me, for the funk. And for every elementary particle that's ever existed in any atom, in this or in any universe that ever was, is, or will be, a totality of it all, a theory of universe, a hypothesis of all as one. My name is Jeffrey Pure Funk Mitchell.